we go. So guys, this is Eligibility 101. I'm a head basketball recruiting coach here at NCSA. My name is Coach Eric. We will be talking about eligibility, both with the NCAA and the NAIA. I will open it up to questions at the end of the class here tonight, but we should be able to get through this material in about 10 or 15 minutes, and then if there is some questions, we'll have about 5 or 10 minutes at the end of the class for you guys. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. So the game plan for the class tonight is talking about academic eligibility. So we want to plan for our eligibility. What do we need to do if we're underclassmen? What do we need to do if we're upperclassmen? The Eligibility Center basics. So what is it? Why do we need to do it? Who are we doing it with? When do we need to do it? How do we do it? And then how much will it cost? So we'll cover all those questions for you guys tonight in the class. So academic eligibility. Your freshman year, you need to start planning. The threshold for eligibility is a 2.3 GPA, and that's your cumulative GPA. That's going to matter. So your entire high school career, what you end at the end of your senior year with, your cumulative GPA, and that needs to be at least a 2.3 for you to be eligible. Sophomore year is when you're going to register at the Eligibility Center. You're going to get caught up on your core courses. You're going to need to talk with your guidance counselor to plan your course load. So making sure that you're taking all the correct classes and not overloading yourself in one particular semester or school year. Junior year, we're going to take the ACT or the SAT, and we're going to submit our scores to the NCAA with code 9999. We're also going to have your counselor upload your official transcript to the NCAA Eligibility Center in junior year. Senior year, we're completing our 16 core courses. We're going to have your counselor upload your final transcripts to the NCAA, and you're going to make sure your college coach put you on the request list. So until that happens, your eligibility status is not processed. The college coach to request you to be on the list for that to get processed in full. So that's kind of the breakdown year by year, some highlights or some bullet points there that you need to focus on in each individual year. All right. How to plan high school courses to meet the 16 core course requirement. So it's 16 overall core courses you need in order to be eligible to play at the next level. That's 4 English courses, so about 1 per year. For math courses, again, 1 per year. For science courses, 1 per year there. And about 4 social science and or additional core courses. So those are like religious courses or foreign language courses that can count as a additional core course. Again, about 1 per year there. And 4 times 4 equals 16. So if you're getting in about 4 core courses per year, you're going to be eligible to play at this level. You'll have completed your 16 core courses. What is the Eligibility Center? So the Eligibility Center checks your academic eligibility. So they check to make sure that you've completed your 16 core courses. They check to make sure that you have at least a 2.3 GPA. And they also check your ACT and your SAT scores. The NCAA also looks at your amateur status. So you cannot get paid to play in high school. You cannot accept preferential benefits. And you cannot sign with an agent as a high school player. All 3 of those things will make you ineligible to play in college. All right. I register with the Eligibility Center. 1, it's required. If you intend to go on an official visit during your junior or senior year, practice your first year of college, play your first year of college, and receive an athletic scholarship. So if you plan to or intend to make an official visit as a high school player, practice or play your first year of college, which I'm sure all of you want to do, or receive an athletic scholarship, you need to register with the NCAA or the NAIA. That is required to be able to do that. You should register with the NCAA or with the NAIA. Student athletes interested in playing NCAA Division I or Division I AA for football, Division II athletics, and then also student athletes that are interested in playing for an NAIA school. Student athletes interested in playing Division III do not need to register with the NCAA or with the NAIA. The Division III level handles eligibility on a school-by-school basis. So it's Division I AA for football. Division II needs to register with the NCAA, and then any student-athlete interested in playing at any NAIA school has to register with the NAIA Eligibility Center. When should you register with the Eligibility Center? The NCAA recommends registered in your sophomore year. So second year of high school is when they recommend that you need to get registered. It is not a deadline, though. You can certainly get registered as a junior or as a senior. But if you are an upperclassman, it is advisable that you get signed up and registered with your Eligibility Center as soon as possible, especially if you believe you'll be playing Division I, Division II, or in the NAIA. You can also register as late as your senior year, but don't wait, because it does take time to process your application. The sooner you can get it done, the better, and especially if you're more likely playing Division I, Division II, or NAIA sports. All right. How do you register with the Eligibility Center? You can create an account to two websites. So it's eligibilitycenter.org and playnaia.org. Those are the two websites you'll go to register with either the NCAA or the NAIA. You need to have a valid email address that's going to be active after high school. And it will take you about 30 to 45 minutes. You do not have to complete this all at one time. You can save your progress and come back to it later on. You also do not need to have an ACT or SAT score to register. You can go back in and update that score if you haven't taken the test yet. So there is a section of the NCAA that asks about athletic contacts. So this is where you will be talking about recruiting services. And NCSA is both NCAA and NAIA compliant. So this is something that you will be asked to talk about on your NCAA or NAIA Eligibility Center forms. So we'll walk through exactly what you need to put in here. You guys have hired somebody to help you identify or set up an opportunity to practice or compete in football. And NCSA, like I said, is NCAA compliant. That contact is going to be us. So what you're going to type in here is the contact information for NCSA, next college student athlete, recruiting, scouting, talent evaluation service. That is the relationship to you. Our phone number is the 877-845-6272 number. Our email is the recruiting help at NCSA Sports email. I'm just got to go back to that. And the types of services you received is the educational video production and exposure service. You did enter into a verbal or written agreement, so you will write yes. Which type of agreement? It's a written agreement. Did you enter into an agreement for future representation? You're going to mark no. We have not agreed to be your agent after college or after high school. You are paying for the service, and you can type in the amount that you're paying dependent upon your membership, and then which part of the payment based on whether you received, or was any part of your payment based on whether you received an athletic scholarship, the value of your scholarship, or admittance to an institution. And for that, you're going to mark no. There for a few seconds here. We're going to go to how much does it cost to register. So for both the NAIA and the NCAA, it's an $80 processing fee. It's a one-time fee. It's not a yearly fee. For international student athletes, it's $135. There is fee waivers. Eligible for a waiver if you received a waiver on the SAT or ACT fee. You must have an authorized high school official submit that fee waiver documentation online once you complete your registration. So you can get the fee waived if you got the fee waived for your ACT or SAT, but you're going to need an administrator at your high school to submit that online to get the fee waiver. Right. The contact information there for the NCAA is eligibilitycenter.org. 877-262-1492 is their phone number. You can also reach out to them on Twitter. And then the NAIA Eligibility Center is playnaia.org. They have a phone number, 816-595-8300. You can email them, and you can reach out to them on Twitter as well. So that is going to complete the slide for today, guys. Do you have any questions? If so, please type them into the chat box. I'm more than happy to answer those for you guys. If you do not have any questions, feel free to click that red X in the top right-hand corner of your screen. You guys are free to go for tonight. You guys are welcome. So there's a question here. Blake is asking, when do we send the academic transcripts from the school? Anytime. So it's recommended that you send a initial transcript as a junior, and then you will send your official full transcript at the end of your senior year. So it's usually advisable to get the transcript sent over as a junior, as you'll have more classes under your belt, but the official transcript that's needed to complete the registration is the end of the senior year when you're done with high school. If signing day is before graduation, you still have to send it afterwards. Yes, that is correct. You will have to send in your official transcripts at the end of your high school career. Obviously can't put in your second semester grades during the signing period if that's in the first semester. So the end of your high school career, you'll get official transcripts. Those will need to be submitted to the NCAA. Is the fee the same for the NAIA? Yes, it is $80 and $135 for international students. So Blake asks again, if with the ACT each time you take it, you send it to the NCAA each time. Only if it's a better score. So the NCAA will only need your best score on the ACT. So if you take the ACT multiple times, but you do not improve your score, or the score is a little bit less than it was the time before, it will not need to get sent to the NCAA. The NCAA only needs to see your best scores. So whichever score that is, after how many times you take it, is not really a concern. The best score is the score that is needed. No, thank you for your questions. Any other questions before I close down the class for tonight? Feel free to type those in the chat box. If you don't have any questions, you guys are free to go. You can click that red X in the top right-hand corner and enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I'm going to close down the class. You guys have an excellent night, and we will see you guys in the next one. Thank you.